Hi everyone and welcome to this video. So in this video I want to talk to you about a challenge that I set myself during one of my results mastery group meetings. It was actually last week's meeting, so that is now must be 12 days ago. And the challenge was to get my blog post onto the first page on Google under a specific niche. Now, I'd like to, if I may, just indulge me for a few minutes while I talk to you about what actually happened as a result of that. I'm going to share my screen so I can physically show you the results that I achieved. And the reason I'm doing this is not to impress you, but to impress upon you that when you understand the formula, what to actually do, this is something that you can achieve. You don't need to hire a top-notch, SEO company paying them hundreds or perhaps even thousands of pounds. You can do this for nothing inside, I'm going to say, half an hour. So here we go. Just bear with me a moment. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you is what I did on my blog post. You can see here, I'm on my website. It's under here, my blog post. And by the way, there's loads of interesting free stuff in here that if you're just coming across me for the first time, you might want to go and take a look at. There's some really interesting articles that might help you. But I set the target of doing this within 14 days. I actually did it within 6 days. What I did was a few days after my meeting, I set up this page called Marketing Advice on the Isle of Wight, which is a niche. It's not marketing advice, because it's really important when you think about SEO to pick the battles you can win, not to try and win every battle, but rather to pick the battles you can win. So you can see here, wrote some words, and I always have my links underneath, which again is a really useful tip that helps from an SEO point of view, and it enables you and others to maybe click into some of my other things like following me on LinkedIn and so on and so forth. So that's my post. Now let me go over to Google, and you can see here at the top I typed in marketing advice. Oh, I can't even spell that. Let me just get that right. Marketing advice on the Isle of Wight. Now, you can see here, these are paid adverts, right? So they always come first. People are paying to be on a search called marketing advice on the Isle of Wight, okay? So you can see there's one, see where it says sponsored there? They're sponsored, sponsored, sponsored. So the top four are pay-per-click AdWords or Google advertising. Once you get into the generic side of it, look who's number one here. Right, so I didn't only get to be on the first page on Google within 14 days, I actually got to be number one on Google in 6 days. And that, I think, is just, it's not so much that I've done that. It's really the reason I'm doing this video is to persuade you that you can do that if you know what to do. And one of the most important things right now that I think businesses can do is to invest time and effort in themselves in terms of learning new ways of marketing. I run a group, it's called the Results Mastery Group. It's a 12-month program of business development to help you to grow your business. If you want to find out more about it, then simply get in touch with me. You can see my details on the wall behind me, and look forward to hearing from you in due course. Thanks very much for listening.